Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in the Bundesliga career mode. This is episode number 91, and today we got the Bundesliga final day as we face Freiburg away from home. But of course, as we know, due to what happened in the last game, in the last episode, the title is effectively ours coming into this game, albeit not mathematically. On the final day, in order for Bayern to catch us up, they need to win, we need to lose, and there needs to be a goal difference swing of at least 23 goals, which quite frankly is not going to happen. So coming to the final day, it's the penultimate episode of this season, I should say of the series even, well the season and the series, as we take on Freiburg. And yeah, it's a game where we can play without pressure really, knowing that our names are already on the trophy for another season. So let's play in our white kit. Why not? I usually play in the blue or the black kit for away games. Let's play in the white kit, and yeah, let's get straight down to the game. So yeah, today's episode is the final day of the Bundesliga season. What you'll see in today's episode is the game against Freiburg, where hopefully we'll still win, even though we don't need to. And you'll also see the player stats for the league campaign as well, before our build-up for the Champions League final, which will be in the next episode, and of course that will be the final episode of this series. So this is the team I picked for the game. As you can see, there are quite a few changes being made to it due to, well, just not wanting to see anyone get injured for the Champions League final, but a couple of first-team players are still out there, and also Cesar Valente, I've given him the captain's armband. Hope we got to lift the trophy last year. I've put him on the bench for this game. Valente will at least lift some silverware in this series, even if he probably won't be captain for the Champions League final. So that is the team I picked. Let's just get straight into the game and let's see if we can win on the final day and celebrate the title with a victory. So first chance of the game could come here to Freiburg as Javinho receives the ball, whips it into the centre. Günther lost his man, and Nielsen had a free header at the far post there, and I think just about we put him off, but that was a real chance for Freiburg to take a shock lead, and Nielsen got injured in the process. How about that? Possibly a chance here for the home side as Philippe plays it inside towards Abrashi, and the shot comes in. Valente makes a great save, and the cross comes in, and again Valente's there, and Strobel gives it to MTG, and we will escape. Wow, Freiburg with a good chance there, but fortunately Valente was on hand to bail us out, and now a chance on the break for us as Torres Gomez plays it through towards Brandt, towards his man Gerhardt. Gerhardt tackles his man, Mitrovic clears. Well, it's half-time here, away from home. It's Freiburg 0, Hamburg 0. The result, as we know, effectively means nothing, but I want to create some chances, and I want to see some goals. So far, there's going to be very little to show you, I'm afraid. So the second half begins after a terrible first 45 minutes for us. Can we create something significant in the second half? Where's Masuaku taking it around Bocanegra? Has space here, drilling across to the centre, and it could have been tapped in by Correa had it not been for a brilliant last-ditch interception by Kempf. That was a great chance there. Good little run from Masuaku, good burst of pace, but a good defensive play. And it's still 0-0. But here's Diekmeyer through towards Correa, and Kempf once again cuts it out. Here's Diekmeyer winning it back here off Kempf and through towards Julian Brandt. He'll chip it inside towards Diekmeyer. This could be and should be 1-0, and it's a brilliant save by Schwallow. Can Correa head it in? No. Can Diekmeyer? No, he missed the ball. And Freiburg will escape once again. Brilliant save by Schwallow, and it is still 0-0 as Gerhardt finds Diekmeyer down the right hand side, chips it in towards Masuaku, who heads it wide. And here is Brandt wins the whack here and finds Torres Gomez, tries to send it through towards Correa. Mitrovic just got a little touch on that ball, just a slight touch, and that took it away from the path of Correa, and Freiburg escape. And I must say, you know, they've actually defended in this game really, really well. You know, the centre-backs have never overcommitted. They've been tightly marking Correa, cutting off any kind of supply for the guy, and they wouldn't be rock bottom if they defended all season long like this. But here's Strobel on the ball, finding his man Gerhardt, through towards Luan, down left-hand side, has space. Can he cut inside? Yes, he can. Luan has space to shoot. Good save. Correa should tap it in. Oh, is it going to go in? Yes, it is. Schwallow can't keep it out, and Correa scores his 22nd Bundesliga goal of the season. And for Schwallow, he just made a brilliant save, and I'll have to see it on a replay to make sure, but I think that might possibly go down as an own goal because Correa didn't really, you know, get clean. Well, he got clean connection with the ball, but it didn't really go towards where I wanted it to go, which was at the near post. Instead, it went across the goal line, but I think it was probably going to cross the line at the far post. Schwallow couldn't keep it out, and unfortunately for him, he just palms the ball into the back of his own net. But Correa will claim the goal because there were 3 replays, and we take the lead here early in the second half. Fantastic stuff. Here's a Braschi through towards Nielsen, and now Boccanegra inside. Oh, brilliant save by Valente, but the follow-up header by Felipe is going to go in, and Cesar Valente is beaten for the first time since returning from injury. And the poor guy made a brilliant save, but it came straight back to Felipe, who put it in. A nice little passing move here. The shot was taken, Valente made a great save, but a brilliant header from Felipe just as he got to the ball. As soon as the shot, he beat Masuaku in the air, which everyone seems to do. Every single time the head that Masuaku goes for, he never wins it. But either way, Valente is beaten, and unfortunately Freiburg are back on level terms. So there wasn't really too much to show you in the first half, but the second half is making up for it. Freiburg 1, Hamburg 1. And there it is, final score, Freiburg 1, Hamburg 1, and unfortunately we don't win on the final day. It would have been nice, but we are champions. We knew that coming into the game, and even though we don't get the 3 points on the final day and end the season with 2 draws in 2 games, we don't really care too much because we know we're celebrating back-to-back Bundesliga titles with Hamburg, and that's really cool. So in the 4 seasons I've been here, 2 league titles, that's pretty good. I would have wanted 3 had we managed to do it in season 2, but unfortunately not. But either way, winning 2 league titles in 4 seasons is not too bad at all, and we shall certainly take that. So Cesar Valente for the first time is going to get his hands on some silverware, and that is really, really awesome to see. And I'm not entirely sure whether I'll make him captain for the Champions League final. Probably not, but either way, it's good to know that at least 1 trophy in this series will be lifted by Cesar Valente. So Hamburg are Bundesliga champions once again, and that is absolutely awesome to see. And it's not been our best campaign, we know that. I've struggled through large parts of it, and even when we've won, it's been unconvincing. But the most important thing are the celebrations you see right now. So 1-1 the final score for Freiburg as well. Fair play for them to get back on level terms after we took the lead. I thought it was going to be all one-way traffic after that until the full-time whistle, but instead they actually came back quite strong and of course scored the equalising goal as well. But we are champions. Bayern will finish in 2nd place as well. We shouldn't even allow them to get back in the title race really, and that's what frustrates me most about this campaign. We slipped up way too many times this year. I mean, seriously, and I said before, there was no way we were going to win the treble if we continued our form like this, and of course that's not going to happen as we lost in the cup semi-final to Stuttgart. But if we can complete this season, our 4th and final one, with the league and the Champions League, then we'll call it a success. But of course it all depends on the final game of the season in the next episode. If we lose the final to PSG, back-to-back final defeats, I mean, I'm sorry, but there's no way we consider this season a success. It will be considered a failure, and this series will be considered a failure as well, because our aims were to make Hamburg the best side in Germany and Europe and win them the Champions League at some point. Still, man match to me, not entirely sure. Schwallow had a couple of big saves, and I'm possibly going to give it to him because had he not made those, we would have won this game pretty comfortably. I thought he played okay. I don't really know who played best in this game, to be honest. Correa scored our goal, but I don't think anyone really played that great. But I'll give it to Schwallow for a couple of big saves and ensuring that his side would at least get something on the final day. But we are champions, that's the most important thing. Bayern did win by 3 goals to 1, but they needed to win by a lot more goals and for us to lose had they had any chance of course winning the title. So to end the season, what we're going to do is show you the final league table, show you how it looked, and also the player stats as well before getting into our Champions League final. As you can see, we won the title with 68 points, Bayern finished in 2nd with 67, Wolfsburg in 3rd with 63, Borussia Mönchengladbach in 4th with 61, Schalke also had 61, and Bayer Leverkusen had 58 points. Those were the European places. Relegated were VfL Bochum, Eintracht Frankfurt, and of course Freiburg, who we just drew 1-1 against. So that was how the final Bundesliga table ended, and again, not the best of campaigns for us. I wanted us to dominate this year with all the money we'd spent. I thought we would have done, but obviously it didn't really happen that way. But look at the player stats as well, and Correa scoring on the final day took his goal tally to 22 league goals for the season. Not his best, but in all 3 seasons he's been here, he's scored at least 20 goals in the Bundesliga. Now that is very, very impressive indeed. And look at the assist as well. Sane was 3rd place for us with 7. Coutinho got 6 since arriving in January. Now that is impressive. He was really, really good, and Holtby got 4 as well, which was nice to see. And Valente once again got the Golden Glove for the most clean sheets with 20, and he missed a whole month of football as well. So those are the player stats. Mikel's there too with 1 clean sheet in 21st place. But those are the stats, that's the table. That is the Bundesliga done in this career mode. We end with 2 titles in 4 years, pretty impressive. And now of course to end the season and to end the series, we'll have the Champions League final against Paris Saint-Germain, and that will be coming in the next episode. So a big thank you for watching today's episode of Career Mode, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do leave a like. Likes, of course, much appreciated, and it really helps the channel grow as well. Much love to you all. Hope you guys have had a fantastic Saturday, and I'll see you for the final episode of this series, the Champions League final against Paris Saint-Germain tomorrow morning, where hopefully we'll be celebrating our first European trophy. Thanks for watching. Much love to you all. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you for the next and final episode tomorrow morning.